All right, this album I know I've never listened to, but I had to buy it. And once you see the cover, you'll know why. Hello everyone, it's Lauren here. We're going to do something completely different today. I'm going to show you some of my records. I think this will mostly be a test of my camera's ability to focus or not focus on things. The most classic of all the albums I own. I'm sure you have seen this cover before. Let me sit over here. So here we go. Abbey Road, of course. The reason that I have most of these albums, especially the really older ones like this one, my grandfather owned a record store, and so my mom and her sister have a lot of records, and so they were passed down to me and to my cousins, and so that's why I have a lot of these cool records. This is just a hand-me-down. I don't even know how much you would pay for an Abbey Road album these days, no idea. But yeah, that's why I have a lot of these. In case you're wondering, this is going to be the greatest video ever made. I hope you're having a great day. I forgot to tell you that. I'm having a great day today. Hope you're well. Next one. This is Hey Jude. They're looking a little, I don't know, relaxed. They're looking a little relaxed here. I mean, look at John. He's just like, I'm done. I'm so done. Oh, this one is cool. This is Hard Day's Night, but this one is the British one. Manufactured in the UK. So this one I did get, I'm trying to remember where I got this. I did buy this one because it had the cover that I really like. I will insert a picture of my wall. It's one of my favorite covers. The US one looks like this. This one was not a hand-me-down, as you see. This belongs to Tom someone. $2, that's a good deal. But yeah, this is the US version. And Tom, I don't know if you did this, but why? Look what he did. He wrote in the letters, thus decreasing the value of this album. Thank you, Tom. Hope you're happy. Now, it's funny that Michael mentioned the Beatles' White Album because I happen to have the White Album.
In comparison to my Beatles' White Album
How many copies of that do you have?
40.
Why?
But they're all numbered, so each copy is unique.
What's the earliest number you have?
Only 6,000.
So there's my number. I'd say I would call this the used to be White Album because now it's looking like the beige album. And this is a double album, and to be honest, I don't think I've ever listened to this. A lot of these albums I've never listened to. I am a fraud. This is why records are so cool, because they have this kind of stuff. I mean, CDs do too, but at a much smaller scale. But like, this is all original stuff here. I don't want, if I try to unfold this, it's gonna rip. But, you know, it's got like a whole thing in here. Oh, John's naked. Maybe I shouldn't show you this piece. Here you go. Start your day off right. Naked John Lennon. There you go. That's how you start your day. At least that's how I start my day. Don't know about you. Sgt. Pepper. This one, pretty sure was a hand-me-down. Don't know. Here they are looking iconic. Iconic. Let It Be. We're going to speed this up a little bit, otherwise we'll be here all day. But yeah, like, this is just cool. You don't get this with a CD. You know what I mean? Of course you know what I mean. I don't think you would be watching this video if you didn't know what I mean. Here's an early one. Something new. Something new. Something new. I have a second one of these. Now this one I paid $9 for. It's in much better shape, as you can see. I'm thinking I probably bought this and then found the other one and bought it because it was cheap. I don't know why I do the things I do. At least this one looks nicer. All right, so there's the Beatles. Done. Moving on. I put some albums in here that I thought would be interesting as far as like unexpected or just random. So with that in mind, and if you know this band, let me know. This is the Alan Parsons Project. When I think of the Alan Parsons Project, I just think of my childhood. This is one of my dad's favorite bands, so he played a lot of Alan Parsons Project growing up. So I just hear these songs and it just takes me back to being a kid and having these records on in my house. My dad has them. This one I think I bought, or maybe he gave it to me. I have no idea. But yeah, Alan Parsons Project. My favorite Alan Parsons album is actually Turn of a Friendly Card. On the turn of a friendly card. So this one is signed. This is George Winston, who is a pianist, insanely talented man, and I saw him live twice, and I actually got to meet him. Insert photo. Here's a photo of me and George Winston. I don't know where I first heard George Winston. He's just super amazing, talented dude. He has this series of like the different seasons, so I have a bunch of these. Yeah, so if you were into piano music, look up George Winston because he's just amazing, amazingly talented. Okay, another random one. This is my childhood. The Carpenters, even though we didn't actually own this album, we had the CD. But this is like the quintessential Christmas music that I have to listen to every year because it just is so incredibly nostalgic to me. The lights on my tree, I wish you could see. And this one actually has some tracks that the CD doesn't have, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, this is probably a random, unexpected find, the Carpenters. You can't have Christmas without the Carpenters' Christmas Portrait. Next, David Bowie. I have a few David Bowie albums, but I just pulled this one out to show you. Ground control to Major Tom. But yeah, you gotta have David Bowie in your collection. We're moving a little faster now. All right, this album I know I've never listened to, but I had to buy it. And once you see the cover, you'll know why. This is Roger Daltrey looking like a god. Or a goddess. I don't really know. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Here he is, feeling pensive, thinking about Fringe. Thinking about his Fringe days. Yeah, I'm sure the only reason I bought this is because of the cover. Because I don't know any of these songs. But when you see Roger Daltrey looking like a god, you gotta buy it. I'm sure it was $1. Okay, here's a good one for you. The man, the myth, the legend, Boy George, Culture Club. $3. That might have been, I think I got ripped off. I mean, no explanation needed, really. I'm gonna move a little faster here. The Doors. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Waiting for the Sun. I don't think I've ever listened to this. I know a lot of these songs, but I've never just put this record on. The Celebration of the Lizard. Here's a good one. Thriller, one of the greatest albums of all time. I have listened to this one on this record. There he is with his tiger. I mean, if you don't have a picture of you with a tiger in your album, can you even call it an album? I don't think so. Here are the tracks of this album in case you were wondering. You youngins probably can't even read that. Like, what are all these loopy letters? I can't read that. I think cursive is dead. Jethro Tull, Aqualung, with this very handsome gentleman eyeing little girls with bad intent. I think that's what he's doing. Sitting on the park bench, eyeing the little girls with bad intent. Some cool album art on some of these things. There you go. But yeah, I will not speak any ill will of Ian Anderson. I think he's very cool. Billy Joel, I have a few Billy Joel albums. I just grabbed 2 of them. But I think I may own all of his albums. You may be right, I may be crazy, I haven't listened to Billy Joel in a while, but I do like him. He's got some classic songs. You know he does. Of course, we have Elton. My dad has all the Elton John albums. Bernie. With his little bee necklace. Oh my god, get it, Bernie. You go, Bernie. Elton John is another one that I would hear a lot growing up. My dad's a big Elton John fan. And the Moody Blues. I don't own any Moody Blues albums, but that was like, that's my dad's favorite band, so we heard a lot of Moody Blues. A lot of Moody Blues.
I'm looking for someone to change my life.
Led Zeppelin. They don't even say that it's Led Zeppelin. You gotta read it on the spine. Nice ashtray. In Through the Outdoor. That's what this is called. Is that an innuendo? It sure sounds like one. Oh, I turned my focus off. That's why it's not focusing. There we go. Okay, this one a little more recognizable. And I think I grabbed... I have the one with Stairway to Heaven on it. That's the back. It's somewhere in this pile, I'm pretty sure. Interesting. So this one, let me give you a track list. Houses of the Holy. I forgot what this was called. I'm just going to put this up here. You can see what songs are on here. You probably know, even if you're a casual person, I think you would probably know Dire Maker and perhaps The Ocean. And if you don't know any of those songs, I suggest you check them out. Dire Maker, you probably heard on an oldie station. The Ocean would be my favorite from this album if I had to pick one. John Lennon and Yoko. Here they are. This is Double Fantasy. Here's your track list. It looks like a cat's been chewing on this. Might have been mine. My cat likes to chew. So you might know some of those. I think my favorite from this would be Watching the Wheels. I love Watching the Wheels.
I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go round and round.
And Woman's a good song. Woman. But Watching the Wheels, I really like that one. And then I also have, I got John on the Wall. There's John again with all of his glasses. This ends part 1. I'm going to make a part 2 right now, and I'll probably just post it the next day. So if you can wait 24 hours for the rest of my records, I know that's going to be quite a challenge, but I believe in you. You got this. And we'll do the second stack then. I hope you found this somewhat enjoyable. I have no idea. I'm just trying to post different kind of stuff. Stay tuned for part 2. Have an awesome day, and I'll see you then. Oh God. Dropping things. Rubber Soul. Is that one on the wall? I think my aunt has the Rubber Soul cover, sleeve, and I have the record. I think. I'm never gonna get through this video. Okay. That was not a rip. Do not be alarmed. I mean, you look at the bands I do on the channel, you would not expect that I would listen to the Carpenters, but the Carpenters. Nope. You're just gonna have to trust me, this is Led Zeppelin. I've had the focus off this whole time. This video is just gonna be